Hi everyone. Welcome to Sunday Song number 8. And today it's the day before Labor Day, and so I'm going to do a song that relates to the labor movement, particularly out of Scotland and the UK in general. Now, historically, the Scots have been great contributors to thinking movements. In fact, there was a period of time referred to as the Scottish Enlightenment, where characters like David Hume and Adam Smith lived in that period and contributed enormously to the fields of philosophy and economics and all kinds of things. In fact, if you do a search on the Scottish Enlightenment, a Google search on it, you'll find a long list of names that contributed to it. And there's a fabulous book by an American named Arthur Herman, which is How the Scots Invented the Modern World. It's a fun read. If you're interested at all in this bit of history, I would highly recommend it. Anyway, the Scottish thinkers kind of slowed down a little bit during the 20th century. There's not a lot of well-known philosophers that came out of the 20th century, but there is one, and most of us know him. He's actually quite a thoughtful fellow. Most people know him as a comedian, but he's also a phenomenal banjo player and a great actor. When the movie Mrs. Brown came out about Queen Victoria, the gentleman who played Mr. Brown was none other than the big yin himself, Billy Connolly, and that is whom I am speaking of here. Billy Connolly, I would rank as definitely one of the funniest people I know, but also a great thinker in his own right. I love his stuff. So in the 1970s, he wrote a song about people who wear wellies, gumboots, rubber boots, whatever. These are the people that keep things moving along. And if it wasn't for them, we'd all be in a world of hurt. So he did this song. It's called If It Wisnae for Your Wellies. It's a comedic song with a tongue-in-cheek shot at politicians, and I've switched up some of the names in here to be more contemporary, you'll find, and hopefully I can pull this off. It's a fairly new song in my repertoire. So, If It Wisnae for Your Wellies. If it wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? You'd be in the hospital or infirmary, 'cause you would have a dose of the flu or even pleurisy if you didn't have your feet in your wellies. Oh, wellies, they are wonderful. Oh, wellies, they are swell, 'cause they keep out the water and they keep in the smell. And when you're sitting in a room, you can always tell when some bugger takes off his wellies. If it wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? You'd be in the hospital or infirmary, 'cause you would have a dose of the flu or even pleurisy if you didn't have your feet in your wellies. Oh, and when you're out walking in the country with a bird, and you're strolling over fields just like a farmer's herd, and somebody shouts, "Keep off of the grass," and you think, how absurd. And squelch, you find why farmers all wear wellies. If it wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? You'd be in the hospital or infirmary, 'cause you would have a dose of the flu or even pleurisy if you didn't have your feet in your wellies. Now there's fishermen and firemen, there's farmers and all, men who digging ditches and working in the snow. This country, it would grind to a halt and not a thing would grow if it wasn't for the workers in their wellies. If it wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? You'd be in the hospital or infirmary, 'cause you would have a dose of the flu or even pleurisy if you didn't have your feet in your wellies. Oh, Michael Gove and Bojo, they haven't made a hit They're ruining this country more than just a bit. If they keep on the way they're going, we'll all be in the shit. And you better get your feet in your wellies. If it wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? You'd be in the hospital or infirmary, 'cause you would have a dose of the flu or even pleurisy if you didn't have your feet in your wellies. If it wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? You'd be in the hospital or infirmary, 'cause you would have a dose of the flu or even pleurisy if you didn't have your feet in your wellies. Who would ever think of Billy Connolly as a philosopher? Enjoy your Labor Day weekend. Cheers, everyone.